Man, that time has really moved. It's really weird not running after school every day. I can't believe it's already Halloween and tomorrow's November 1st. I'm almost through the first semester of my senior year, and I just can't even explain how fast it's gone. So much that I still want to do, still haven't done, still want to see. I don't know if I'm ready for college. It's weird not running after school every day. It's weird not ever going to be in cross country again to where you're running 3.1 miles consistently. So much has changed. It's weird. This year's just been really weird. Homecoming's like 2 months later than it usually is. They scheduled the first date of the dance that conflicted with regional cross country and sub-state volleyball, so now it's November 5th, which is even later. It's 2 weeks later than it should have been. So that's this next Saturday, and then the Friday after that Saturday, I'm going to my college visit. Already been accepted. I'm auditioning in piano and baritone, then discussing scholarships. It's just so weird saying that all. Just doesn't seem real. Leaving everything that I've known behind. College already now is killing me. I'm a procrastinator. Oh, the difference between high school and college English classes are. It's interesting because normally in high school you can get in trouble for having a Bible, but technically you shouldn't be able to get in trouble, but people have been getting in trouble for having Bibles in school, which is stupid at best. But since I'm in college English and I'm writing a paper, an analytical research paper, I've decided to take this specific paper and my topic from a biblical standpoint, so I'm using the Bible as my main source, so they can't do anything against me for having a Bible at school because it is for academics and they can't do anything about that. Which is, that's going to be interesting because they're still going to try. It's interesting because we live in such a Christian environment in that school system that we don't have any sexual education class, but we're not allowed to have Bibles in school. That's just so incredibly messed up. I don't understand. That's another thing. I'm getting tired because I'm procrastinating. I'm staying up late. It's already 11:32. I should have been in bed 3 hours ago. Been taking obscene amounts of vitamins so I don't get sick because people are getting sick at school and I can't afford to miss any school. I have so much stuff going on. But I found it interesting in my senior year that found that there were a few classes that are not necessary, it's interesting that they teach them because they're entirely not necessary. Two of the specific classes that always stick out to me are geometry and algebra 1. Those classes are not necessary because if you take trigonometry, like I skipped geometry, I'm taking trigonometry. It's really easy. It's not needed. You don't need to take geometry. There's no point for it. I guess if you're going into like industrial, like mechanics or building or architecture, then it would somewhat be necessary, but even then you'll be taking it in college anyways, because you're going into architecture or mechanics or engineering. It's entirely unnecessary for trig. And the other one is algebra 1. I had to take algebra 1 because I wasn't ready for algebra 2, which was dumb. I was actually. They just didn't know because in Grinnell, the school system's a little bit behind Oakley's, to where in Oakley they're taking algebra 1 at 8th grade, and we're taking pre-algebra in 8th grade in Grinnell. That's not really, it's just random gibberish all bunched into one. There's geometry, there's a little bit of algebra, it's just a mess. Anyways, the point is, I slept through the entire class, played games, did not pay attention whatsoever, and aced literally everything, like not paying attention at all. I never studied for a test. I never studied for math tests. That's how easy it was. It's just not needed. I got into algebra 2. I still didn't know what I was doing, and it was still fairly easy. Like, yeah, I had to put some extra work into it because it was more advanced than I'm used to, and I don't know. It was just certain classes are just not needed, but it's just weird that they're like the normal classes for freshmen to take because they're not needed. Because the main thing you learn in algebra 1 is the quadratic formula. That's pretty much it. You learn a little bit of elimination method and systems of solution with 2 variables, but you don't need that because in algebra 2 you get into 2 variables and 3 variables, which sets you up for college algebra, which does the same thing, it's just more complicated. I've done so much math in high school. I already have all my math credits, but I don't like English. I have always hated English. I hate grammar. I am terrible at grammar. I have failed almost every grammar quiz in my English class. Thank goodness it's weighted at 5% of your grade, because if it wasn't, I would be failing right now. But writing is mainly subjective, and you can be lenient with your grammar, which is very useful. It's weird seeing other authors' grammars, because I know authors that use apostrophes when people are talking instead of quotation marks. It's just weird how each author does it differently. Some people put commas where other people don't. It's just extreme. It's either like extremely formal, extremely informal, or just kind of in a gray area. And it's interesting. That's kind of why I'm getting an English major with an emphasis on creative writing, because that's what I'm going into. But other than that, I hate English. It's terrible. But yeah, English major, that's a great idea. But the thing is, I've always taken math classes to like break up the English classes, because I'm taking, in 2 semesters this year, I will be taking 4 or 5 English classes, and only 2 math classes. But I need those math classes to like break it up, because you have people that are really good at English and really good at math. Not really people that are good at both. Like, I can do both, it's just I struggle with grammar. And so math is just, you can't really change math. It's 1 plus 1 will always equal 2. Whereas in English, 1 plus 1 can equal 5 for all you know. It's just, math is just simple, and it always has answers that can always be found and explained really easily. And English is more complicated. It involves emotion, feeling, expression. It's complicated. But I don't know if it's going to be easier in actual college or not. I feel like it will be, because I'll be on campus in person and I won't have to email and hope and pray to God that they will actually open their email and look at what I wrote them. But other than that, when you're on campus, you can just like go to their office, or you just have a more personal connection, which is like really nice compared to online. That's why I hate online schooling, because you don't have that personal connection with the teachers. And I feel like that's integral to a student's success in academics. It's not for everyone, but it's 90% of people need that connection with their teachers. But my analytical research paper, it's kind of stressing me out, because usually I just wait till Sunday night when it's due at 11:59 p.m. and I can just get it done in 30 minutes and not care, and it'll be fine. But this paper, we picked out the topic a week ago, right? No, 2 weeks ago, okay? Here's the thing. It's due in December. Did you hear what I said? A paper that was given to us to start picking out a topic in mid-October is due in December. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, it's not a big deal, it's just more time to work on it. Yeah, but no other paper has been, like, given that much time. We've been given a week before, that's it. This is just insanely nerve-wracking, because we're given almost 2 months to do this paper. That means this paper is extremely important, and we're gonna have to, like, get every detail, like, correct. Like, there's so much stress involved. Like, I can't just do this at the last minute. I actually have to, like, work throughout the week and try. Like, it's making me nervous, because that paper is gonna be worth a lot. And I can't procrastinate like I have been the entire year, which is terrible. But anyways, we had to narrow down to 2 topics, and then this last week we had to pick a topic and write all of our preliminary research and main points. Well, I don't have any preliminary research or main points yet, so I just kind of said my topic, and then I said what I'm going to do, how I'm going to take it from a biblical standpoint and use the Bible as my one and only source, specifically the English Standard Version, my favorite version. Actually, I have 2 of those Bibles, and then I have a little pocket New Testament, Proverbs, and Psalms ESV version Bible that I carry around with me. But my topic was why one person is weak and many strong. And I have some good ideas. But I just don't know how I'm going to quite structure it, because, like, I'm in the process and the state of process where I'm gathering all my ideas and I'm writing them down and I'm just blowing up this Google Doc with just ideas. And then I'm ready to. Oh my goodness, it's already 11:43. And then I'm going to structure it into an outline. Then I'm going to start writing my first draft, because this is also the first paper where we have to have a draft due. Like, usually I do like 3 or 4 drafts on my own, but we actually have to turn a draft in, which is terrifying. I need to get to bed soon, but I'm just gonna actually have to, like, not procrastinate on this, which is gonna be hard, especially since it's already like 11:45. I'm yawning like crazy and it's time for me to go to bed. But, oh my goodness. But it's weird because I have all this time now. But because I have all this time, I also am going to be working more hours at my day job because I don't have cross-country practice anymore. And I hate that because cross-country practice is a thing that keeps me busy. Fellowship with other people, no matter when my teammates when they exclude me or aren't very particularly kind to me. No matter how antisocial I am, we all still need social interaction. It's just how we were all made. We are made to be social and to interact with other people. And I'm really missing that with the team. But I just have to wait like 4 or 5 months and then track will start, and then all of the team does track, so I'll see them there. I just still am trying to get my head around how cross country's over. But now I have like a lot more time for things like piano, because my brother goes to bed early, like 7 o'clock, and then once it hits 6:30 and he starts to get ready to go to bed, I'm no longer allowed to play piano at our house. So I have very little time to practice before he goes to bed, and I usually get home around 5:36. And then by the time I get into the house, it's like 6:30, so I have little to no time at all. Plus, people are already telling me to do things and asking me to help them with things because I'm taller than everyone by about 2 feet. So it's giving me more time for that. It's also giving me time to get my service hours done for NHS. I help with the after school program, so oh my goodness, that's getting old. I'm sick of yawning. But I can now do that after school instead of cross country practice and get my service hours in. I have like 10 due December something, and then another 10 due May something. I don't even know the dates. Did you know that yawning actually isn't a sign that you're tired? It's actually a sign that you don't have enough oxygen in your body, and the yawning is a way for you to get more oxygen into your body. So if you notice the deeper breaths you take between talking or singing or doing whatever you're doing, the less you'll yawn. But also yawning can be triggered by psychological trigger phrases such as the word yawn, sleep, nap, rest, anything that specifically makes you yawn. Same thing for sneezing. There's psychological triggers that will make you not sneeze, and psychological triggers that will make you sneeze. Like some people, when they're exposed to extreme sunlight, will sneeze. I'm actually one of those people. If I get like a really bright ray of sunshine in my eyes and I've been in like the house for a while, I will sneeze uncontrollably for a few seconds. And I feel like you just repeat pineapple or random objects, people won't sneeze because psychologically their brain will focus on those things instead of sneezing, and then you won't be able to sneeze. It's weird. That's just how our brains are wired. I got really off topic there. But oh man, I just remembered tomorrow's November 1st. I have to get my senior quote in. I don't even know what it's gonna be. I don't even know. I don't know if I want it to be like a funny one that involves piano or like a serious one that it's just a Bible verse. I haven't decided yet. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna ask my friend tomorrow. Ask her advice. I need to try on clothes for homecoming dance. I don't even know if I have clothes that fit. It's terrible. My date already has a dress picked out. She's super excited. I've been so busy. I'm just hoping. I know I have pants that fit because they don't make pants that are in my size. So my grandmother and my mom specifically bought oversized pants, and they did some adjustments to them, and they made it to where they fit me. And they're like, so I have pants that fit me, but it's the shirts I'm worried about, because in the past like year my shoulders have gotten a lot broader, and I went from wearing a medium to a large in shirts because of length, not even because of like width, because of the length, because I'm so tall. It's another thing that I'm very self-conscious of. You know, all those things that you're just like really self-conscious of that you don't want to happen, like when you smell bad and you're in front of like, so like when you smell bad and you're in front of a group of your peers, like that's terrible, and then they like call you out on it, and then they like move away from you. That's like a terrible feeling. So like that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like I don't want to smell bad in front of other people. It's like one of the things I'm very self-conscious of. Another one is like my legs are proportionally bigger, almost a 2-to-1 compared to my torso. So when I'm wearing dress attire, like button-up shirt and dress pants, you know how you tuck in the shirt, right? Well, my waist ends like here, so like my legs are here, waist ends here, and then my torso's like right here, and so it looks like I just have like obscenely like freakishly long legs, and it just bothers me so much because I look so stupid, and I hate it. But I have the beholder, I guess. It doesn't matter. There's just so many things that I have to do. Then I have to get senior pictures in for yearbook, December 1st. I have to pick out a baritone piece for my audition on the 11th, because I was going to do it today, but we had a closed AP about cybersecurity. That's right, cybersecurity. None of which had to do with our direct Chromebooks or our phones. We learned what phishing was, and they taught us how to actually hack and obtain someone's password and hack their password. Yes, in the cybersecurity seminar, we were taught how to hack and steal information. Yes, brilliant, I know. It was totally not the point that they were going for, but that's the point that they got across. Anyways, instead of being able to pick out a baritone piece, I had to sit through that. I was ecstatic about it. But that's the only one that I'm nervous for, though. Baritone is just. I only started like halfway through last year because I switched from trumpet last year to baritone. So I've only been playing for about a year now. If even that, not even a year. No, not even a year. Yeah, not even a year. Because I was playing trumpet for. I played trumpet for the winter recital or winter concert. So yeah, not even a year yet. I've not even been playing for a year yet, and I'm already going to audition at a college for scholarships. Piano is a cinch. Like, I've been playing piano for years, like over a decade. I'm fine. Been playing for 11, 12 years now. Fine with that. I can just play whatever I want and it'll sound great. But with baritone, it's weird because baritone has a melody and has bass. Like, it's mainly a support instrument, so there's not really solos that are pleasing to the ear unless they're like super simple or super complex, and I'm kind of like in the middle towards the complex. But I don't know. Last year I could barely hit like E's. I came back this year and the first note I played when I tried to play C was accidentally an E, so like I can play up to a G like really easily now, which is really weird but also good. I'm getting really off topic. My brain is not working, probably because it's almost 12 o'clock. Yeah, 11:55. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to midnight. It's just so much I have to do and so much that I miss. It's just being a senior is weird because it's not necessarily difficult. It's just you don't want to do anything. I finally understand what the seniors were meeting last year. It's not terrible, it's just you procrastinate a lot, which isn't always a bad thing, but it isn't a good thing. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I remember when I was gonna have Proverbs done in like a month, and then I got behind, and then it never happened. And then Esther just didn't happen, and then I had two other series that also just don't even exist yet. They're just merely on a whiteboard. I have some serious issues that I've been dealing with. Three of the main ones are I've been dealing with self-hatred, self-degradation. If you don't know what that means, look it up. I'm not going to explain it because it's almost 12 o'clock and I need to go to bed. But self-hatred, self-degradation, and I'm overly self-critical of myself, and it's been this way for the past 12 years. And it's a habit now to where if I make one mistake, even if it's just like so minuscule, meaningless, and just absolutely stupid, I will just yell at myself, calling myself stupid, worthless, and failure, and I might even say that I hate myself, but I'm trying to get out of that because it's not good. One, because it's not healthy mentally, and two, because well, let's just say the girl I'm talking to is not a big fan of me degrading myself. So I've been working on that a lot, but the first step to stopping that is admitting it, that you have a problem. So I've been admitting to people that I've had that problem. I just admitted it to my pastor today. I actually have a therapist now, which I've been going to once a month, which has not helped at all. I've also been researching ontology recently, and ontology is like fascinating. Actually, it's a branch of philosophy. I don't know why I want to say psychology. It's philosophy, but it's really interesting. But it's interesting to see like the Christian standpoints when it comes to ontology, because there was a priest who through ontology argued that God is real because he is in our thoughts. Like, we think about him as a thing. So if we think about him, he's real, right? That's an ontological standpoint of it. And I just thought that was really cool. And I don't know, ever since I saw that, I've just been like researching ontology and thinking about things ontologically recently. It's weird because like you just look at it from an ontological standpoint, and everything just changes slightly, not like a ton, but just slightly. Or it doesn't change at all, depending on what your viewpoint is right now. I got completely off topic again. It's 12 o'clock, so yeah, I am trying to do videos more often. It is not going to be every day. I do not have time for that, nor do I have the patience. Or if I get really distracted there. I have a lamp like right here, and it looked like there was a button there, and it's just a weird screw hold. I can turn on my lamp. It's really bright. Right now I just have like 2 LED strips like right there, and then my whiteboard. That's the only thing that's on right now. It's actually like really bright. So I'm gonna try and upload more. I don't even know if this video is gonna be good quality or not. I'm gonna like listen to the first few seconds, and if it's like terrible, I'm just not gonna upload tonight. If you're seeing this video while I uploaded tonight, congratulations. It's weird coming back after being gone for like 3 or 4 months, because like the video that I did at the night before state cross country got 66 views in 2 days, which is really weird. Like, that hasn't ever happened before, so I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. Anyway, I am going to go because I'm getting distracted off topic, and it's 12:02 and I am extremely tired. So, I will think about other things I'm going to actually start writing down things to talk about, because my brain is just not working, because school is just taking all of my brain power, and now it's just like a frozen ice cube. It just freezes, melts, and there's just no productivity there at all. That was a weird analogy, but anyways, I will see you all later. Bye.